Hello, welcome to the second video of the basics of weapons. Today we'll be starting off with the roller. So, how a roller works is it's kind of more of a melee weapon compared to other, weapon types. You hit the shoot button or whatever, and it does a horizontal flick across. This weapon is mainly good for painting. And if you hold it down, you do a roll. You can run over enemies. Obviously, it depends on which type of roller you're using, since some don't one-shot, some do one-shot when you roll over. A regular flick goes like that again, and any enemy in direct contact within that little range. You see the arrow? It'll go in that direct direction. And when you do this, which is you jump and then you flick, you do a vertical one. The vertical flick is mainly for the distance, and the horizontal is mainly for the painting in close range. You can use the vertical close range too, but the horizontal is a lot better for its range, like when you're in front of. Not verticality, but like horizontally. Starting from here, like this exact line, a vertical flick can hit that far all the way up to here, which is a pretty decent range. And then for the horizontal, which I'm going to reset for, it goes all the way up to here, so it doesn't reach up to here, but it does reach more horizontally this way, with more spread, and a little extra spot there. But it also depends if you're aiming down or up. For the height, it can reach all the way up to here with a jump flick, and a horizontal going up can reach up to there. So you can see it doesn't. You have to aim like fully up to go all the way up, but for a vertical, when you look all the way up, it's a lot easier to paint vertically on walls. And that's pretty much it for the roller. Now let's move on to our second weapon that we're going to be talking about today, which is also a melee type. The brush, or the ink brush. The ink brush, well, when you shoot, it's kinda like a roller with its melee type. You flick it once, and it does that amount. It doesn't fully one-shot though, like this. It does 28 per hit. That's just a regular brush though. And as you also know, that the roller can roll around, the brush can roll around. The brush actually makes you faster when you move around using this. So, whenever you're trying to move around with the brush, just hold down and, it does slightly less damage than if you do this, though. And every time you hit it, it swings once. And it doesn't have, like, anything, so you can just keep spamming it. Obviously, I'm not that fast. But you can just keep spamming the shoot. You don't hold it. Because when you hold it, you do this. But if you spam it... Yeah. That's how you're mainly going to be using this weapon. And then, for its range... It goes all the way around here, which is not as long as the roller vertical. But I think that's like the same as a roller horizontal. That's pretty much it. And another thing I should say is when you're trying to get on walls, it can only go up to there. So you're gonna have to jump out of ink midair if you're trying to ink up like a really high thing. That's pretty much it for the brushes and rollers. And since we have plenty of time, I guess I can talk about a third weapon type, which will be, let's do the blasters. So, a basic blaster, it's more like a shooter than a roller. It goes that far, so I'm gonna do like the distance first, since that's probably a little more valuable. And then, what the blaster's main purpose is, you see how it blasts, like, right in the middle? Any direct hit with a regular blaster will one-shot. But as you see, when I did that, it didn't fully one-shot, because it was in its radius, but didn't fully hit the center. You can do things like that, and it's like, and it does not as much, but it tends to be two-shot with a regular blaster. And the great thing about this, I can be right here, trying to shoot up there, just shoot, and obviously the closer to the center, the more damage it does. The closer to the main blast, the more damage it does. Another thing I should talk about with its height. And inking vertically. When you ink vertically, it won't go on the walls. It'll only go when where you directly shoot. So if you're trying to ink up walls, you're gonna have to ink all the wall when you're trying to go up. That is pretty much it for the blasters. I guess I'll end it here. Hope this was helpful. And, see ya in the next video, which I'm planning on doing the snipers.